Today's neighborhood profile is all about Savage, Minnesota. My name is Schumann and I'm a realtor in the Twin Cities. I like to make videos to help people that are trying to make decisions about where to live in the metro area. So let me know if you have questions about Savage or any other area in the metro. I am super happy to help. My contact information is down below this video in the description box, and there's a bunch of free downloads there as well, including my relocation guide. All you need to do to open that is to tap the title of the video if you're on a mobile device. It should pop right open for you. I'm enthusiastic about Savage thanks to a recent client. We spent a lot of time looking at homes down there, and I think it's a really great option for people that want an easy commute to either St. Paul or Minneapolis, or anything actually on the south side of the metro area. The city of Savage wasn't named for anything terrifying. It is actually named after Marion Willis Savage. Marion Savage owned the champion racehorse Dan Patch in the early 1900s, and if you live in or move to Minnesota, you're going to hear that name from time to time. There's a street on the state fairgrounds named after that horse, and the Prior Lake High School, which serves kids from Savage, named their football stadium after the horse as well. Okay, this map just shows you where Savage is southwest of the city of Minneapolis, and commute times to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the airport. This map is of the Savage boundaries themselves and where it is in relationship to Burnsville and shopping, freeways, and the parks. Savage is definitely what I would consider a bedroom community, and if you're not familiar with that term, it really just means that it's a place where people live, but they don't actually go there to work. I stopped into the library to check it out, and while I was there, I spoke with the librarian to see if there was something I was missing, maybe a central downtown that I had somehow overlooked. And she agreed with me. She said that Savage is really a community that grew up in the farm fields as the area near Minneapolis developed, rather than growing up around like a central downtown area. So Savage is by definition then not a walkable community. Cars will be a major part of your life if you live in Savage. So instead of a downtown area, there is one central point that I would consider kind of the civic center of Savage. You'll find the Savage Library, which is large, modern, and pretty, and it seems like a really enjoyable place to spend some time. There's also the town hall, the post office, police and fire stations, and things like that, all in this one particular area. A bonus that I noticed when I was looking at their website, the city offers free notary services to residents, and if you're weighing two communities, that could be your tipping point. Where do you get free notary? Before I ventured into Savage, I looked at the homes listed in the MLS to get a sense of the range and what types were available for sale right now. There are some beautiful townhomes that are in the low to mid 200s, and then prices go up to the mid 700s in Savage. The most expensive listing right now in Savage is actually for the remnants of a farm, and that will likely be sold for land development at close to $1 million. In this video, I'm going to give you a sense of what homes in every price range look like, but I'm going to mix those clips in with other bits of information about the community. So I'll start on the low end, and I plan to work my way up. The median townhome price in Savage as of the first week of September in 2021 is $280,500, and you can see that it stays consistently about the same amount above the Twin Cities median price for townhomes over time. These townhomes are in the mid 200s, and they were on the lower end of the prices for housing overall in Savage. Things that I loved about these were a little bit of the attention to detail, the exterior space, and also the landscaping is just really pretty. Shopping in Savage is limited to a few smaller shopping centers as compared to nearby Burnsville, which has an absolute abundance of stores, shopping centers, chain restaurants, and a mall. If you live in Savage, you're likely going to do a lot of your shopping in Burnsville, but if you want to get your groceries closer to home, you'll shop at the Super Target, the Hy-Vee, or Cub Foods. If you like Costco, like I like Costco, you can rest assured that there's one nearby. It's really Savage adjacent, right next door in Burnsville. Pricing on this is showing you what single-family homes in the 2,000 to 2,500 square foot range are. And the reason that I wanted to put this in here is because it's at $380,000. And it seems like a great size, and it's close to the median price for the Twin Cities as a whole for a single-family home. So I just wanted to show that you can get a decent-sized home in Savage for close to the median price of a home in the Twin Cities. And then I also wanted to show you that these are the types of homes that typically fall within that price range. So I've looked at a lot of homes that are similar to this, split level homes built in the late 80s, early 90s, and oftentimes they would be in the mid to upper threes. All right, Savage is served by 3 different school districts. So again, this is a case where if you have a preference for a particular school district, you should verify school boundaries and that the home that you buy lies within the district that you want. The 3 districts that serve Savage are Prior Lake Savage District 719, Burnsville Egan Savage District 191, and Shakopee District 720. There are 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school serving Savage. And in addition to this, Savage does have a Spanish immersion school, an alternative school, and 2 early learner schools. Okay, the median single-family home in Savage is $414,500, which is quite a bit higher than the Twin Cities metro as a whole, and also shows you that there are some higher-end homes in Savage, and these are a few of them. They look relatively custom on really beautiful lots. Love it. The city of Savage does have a few parks, and I think that there are often playlots for kids in the subdivisions, but I also think that the city leans heavily on the regional park that borders on the south side of the city, Murphy Hanrahan Park. It's a very large park, and it made me think a bit of my other favorite regional park, Lebanon Hills in Egan. The park offers a lot of activities, including boating, camping, single-track mountain biking, fishing, hiking, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, cross-country ski trails, and 2 off-leash dog parks. Those dog parks are not free. You have to buy a day pass or you can buy an annual pass. And one of the dog parks at Cleary Lake actually allows the pups to go in for a swim. Savage does have one other dog park, and I believe this one is part of the Savage Park District rather than the regional park, but it is free. Unlike a lot of the other suburbs that I've profiled, Savage doesn't have an aquatic center or anything like that, but they do have a partnership with Lifetime Fitness for use of their indoor and outdoor pools. Property taxes. For this one, I'm going to defer to the Scott County, Minnesota website because property taxes in Savage vary by which school district the home is in and the value of the home. So you can get an estimated rate quite easily on their site if you're curious as to how they vary. All right, and to answer my always asked questions, yes, you can have a fence. The city does regulate the type, workmanship, and height depending on where it will be on your property, so you'll have to check that out. And also, yes, you can have yard birds. Chickens and beekeeping are allowed in Savage. All right, Savage is a great place to consider if you want a quieter lifestyle and you don't particularly care if the city provides a bunch of amenities which you may be able to easily access in other nearby communities. If you want a relatively easy commute to either Minneapolis or St. Paul, or you need to be able to get to the airport without a lot of hassle. this really is a good option. Home prices in Savage are actually more affordable in pockets than they are in a lot of other parts of the metro, and they may be a really good place to look if you're a first-time home buyer or if you just simply don't have the budget that you need to live in some of the other more expensive areas of the city. Okay, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions. I would love to help you out.